Nikko is a treasure trove of history and nature, and it could be your next day trip from Tokyo. Let's dive right in.
Located 2 hours north of Tokyo, Nikko can be done as a quick day trip or a more leisurely overnight stay. The easiest way to get there is to catch the direct train from Asakusa Station to Tobu Nikko Station, the gateway to the area. Alternatively, if you have the JR pass, you can catch the Shinkansen from Tokyo to Utsunomiya and then change to the local JR line to Nikko Station. Both routes take just under 2 hours, but unless you have the JR pass, the direct train from Asakusa is cheaper and more convenient. For the direct train, there are 2 options: the regular limited express service or the fancy Spacia X. This new luxury train is a bit more expensive, but with plush seats and a cafe car, it's a great choice if you're wanting a memorable train trip while you're in Japan. Alright, now that we know how to get there, let's dive into exploring the beautiful area of Nikko. Nikko is famous for its spectacular temples and shrines and beautiful nature. While a day trip is possible, you won't be able to see everything in the area. In this video, we'll be spending 2 days in Nikko. On the first, we'll explore the town area, visiting the famous shrines and trying local delicacies. Then, on the second day, we'll make our way further into the mountains to Lake Chuzenji, where we'll enjoy the nature in Nikko National Park with some waterfall spotting and hiking. To get around, Nikko has a network of local buses. If you're only visiting the shrines, the Nikko Pass World Heritage Area, which is valid for 2 days and covers the round-trip base fare on the train from Asakusa, and unlimited use of buses in the town area is a great deal. Alternatively, the Nikko Pass All Area, valid for 4 days, is a good option if you're traveling more extensively in Nikko, including to the Lake Chuzenji area. To start off our first day, we went to appreciate Nikko's history.
One of the things that Nikko is most famous for is its temples and shrines. Actually, they're a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Today the weather is a little bit rainy, but it does create quite an atmospheric vibe. So I'd say Nikko is not too bad no matter the weather. Right now we're standing at the front of Toshogu Shrine, one of the most famous here in Nikko. Besides the outstanding architecture, what's also quite famous is the 3 monkeys motif. And perhaps not quite as famous, but a little interesting, is the elephant motif, which the artist created without even seeing elephants at all.
Toshogu Shrine is 1,300 yen to enter. As well as the impressive main shrine, if you continue deeper into the complex, you'll come to the grave of Tokugawa Ieyasu, the founder of the military government that ruled Japan for 250 years until the late 19th century. You can easily spend half a day just wandering around the many shrines and temples that make up the World Heritage Site. One other spot that's definitely worth a visit is Rinnoji, the most important of Nikko's Buddhist temples. Once you've had your temple fix, nearby is Shinkyo Bridge. Regarded as one of Japan's 3 most beautiful bridges, it's a famous site in Nikko, and if you like, for 300 yen, you can walk across it yourself. After all the sightseeing in the morning, it was time to grab some lunch. So we checked out one of Nikko's most famous foods.
Yuba is tofu skin, and it's super healthy. Of course, the monks used to eat yuba in Nikko, so it's super famous and it's a delicacy here. So you have to try. There's different ways to eat it. You can eat it raw, cooked, fried, in a soup. It's delicious.
While tofu skin might not sound appetizing to some, it's surprisingly made a really tasty meal, soaking up the flavors of the accompanying sauces and broth. So before checking into our hotel for the afternoon, we had to try out one more item wrapped in yuba.
If you're around the Nikko station area, a good thing to try out is just all the different food. We had yuba for lunch, but here we have a little snack, a sweet, age manju. What it is it's unko or red bean paste in the middle, and then it's deep fried and it's delicious. Some people don't like red bean paste, and I appreciate that, but this deep fried, I have no words. Get it please.
After finishing off our suites, we checked into our hotel to relax before a big day of nature and sightseeing. There's a good range of hotels in Nikko, from budget to luxury. If you'd like to know more about different accommodation options, do check out our article on Nikko. To travel to the Lake Chuzenji area, you'll need to hop on a bus outside Tobu Nikko Station and ride for 45 minutes up the mountain. You could fit this into a one-day itinerary with the temples and shrines, but it would be quite rushed. In particular, Nikko is a popular autumn spot to view the changing colors, so transport on weekends during this time can be crowded and running late. As you wind your way up the mountain, the first place you might want to stop is Akechidaira Ropeway and Observation Deck. The ropeway only lasts 3 minutes, but the view at the top is one of the best in Nikko. You can look out over the pumping Kegon Waterfall, Lake Chuzenji, and beyond. Once you're finished at the observation deck, hop back on the bus, and the next stop is to see the falls up close and personal.
Kegon Falls is a majestic place to visit in Nikko. Water cascades from a height of 97 meters and plummets on the rocks below.
You can view the falls for free from the top, or catch the elevator down to the paid observation deck below. Around the top of the falls, there are some cafes, but you can also make the 10-minute walk over to the lakeshore, where you'll find many cute shops and cafes to check out. Lake Chuzenji is a great spot to enjoy the mountain scenery, and there's also a sightseeing cruise that takes around 1 hour. You can purchase a round-trip free ticket, which allows you to get on and off the cruise as much as you like and see the sights around the lake. On the far side of the lake, one spot that's worth a visit either by cruise or bus is Ryuzu Falls. Especially impressive in autumn, the twin falls can be enjoyed from the nearby cafe or observation deck. Moving further away from the lake, our final activity in Nikko was a 2-hour hike through Senjogahara marshland.
Nikko is the perfect place to come for some hiking. Whether you want to do longer hikes up the mountains or you'd prefer an easier, shorter one, you can come to Senjogahara marshland here where we are now. It's pretty much flat the whole time, but it's very peaceful.
Thank you for watching.
If you're looking for more day trips, check out our other video guides. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.